Hey guys, it's Dale from LUXBMX, back again with another product video for you. Today we're going to be looking at tools and everything you need to know when selecting one for yourself. So first and foremost, we need to think about what we're going to be using the tool for. There's realistically going to be two options. We're going to be looking at tools that are purely there to get you out of a pinch. Say you're out riding the street with your mates, you have a crash or you get a flat and you just need to take your wheel out, change a tube, put it back in. So you don't need a whole toolkit, you just need the specific tools to be able to do that. Vice versa, we're looking for a tool, say if we're traveling interstate or internationally, where we've got to take our bike apart, put it back together, where we're going to need a little bit more from it and we're going to have a few more tasks that we're going to want to do. So first and foremost, we're going to look at the smaller option of the tools. So I'm going to start with a Merit Trifecta. Basically, this is as simple as it gets. We have a 6mm Allen key, an 8mm Allen key, as well as a 17mm socket. So this falls into that category of just needing to get yourself out of a pinch. Say you move your bars, like landing a little bit flat, or your back wheel moves and you need to straighten it out. You got your 17mm socket to be able to do that, 6mm to handle your bars, and your 8mm, say if your cranks need tightening for whatever reason. But that'll get you out of a pinch if you need it. Has a nice little tube section that locks in, so as I just did, have it in your pocket, it's not going to flop around. Next one we'll look at, we've got the Cult Pocket Tool. So this is in the same category. We've got a 17mm socket, a 8mm Allen key, and a 6mm Allen key. So same sort of deal. We've moved our wheel and just need to get it back out so we can change a tube or put it back in straight. We need to do up a stem or our cranks, maybe even your hubs, depending on what you're running. This will get you out of the pinch as well. And the benefit to it is same sort of deal, fits right in your pocket, problem solved. Alrighty, so moving on to the next side of things, we're going to be looking at tools that have a little bit more going on. So the next choice I have is the Class Street Tool. Comes with a little Velcro tab. Anyone that's used brakes will have dealt with one of these before. Really simple, just helps hold everything together. So we've got a little bit more going on in this one. To start with, we have a couple Allen keys that have some little adapters on them. So we have a 5 and a 6mm Allen key. First, we have an extension which fits onto the 6mm Allen key, turns it into an 8mm. This is really handy if you're running profiles, you're going to need an 8mm, and some cranks will also use an 8mm as their spindle bolt. The next tool is a 14 gauge spoke key. So this will fit majority of nipples out there. It's going to allow you to at least true up your wheel. Say you have a really bad landing and you've blown a spoke out, or you've just got a decent wobble, you'll be able to true it on the spot. Next, we have a 17mm socket. So this one has an extension on it. It's deep enough to work with a 5-inch peg, which is the biggest on the market at the moment. So it doesn't matter what pegs you're running, you're going to have more than enough room. Again, it folds down into a nice compact little package. Not quite as small as the others that we just looked at, but definitely still small enough to fit in your pocket or in a pocket of your bag. Putting it back together, we're just chucking the two little extensions on the end of the Allen keys, which holds those in place. Little Velcro straps just going to hold everything together for us. And good to go in your pocket. Alrighty, next we're going to look at the Vocal V tool. So this again fits into the bigger tool category. So to start off with, we'll look at the exterior. So at the very top of the tool, we have a tire lever. This is going to come in handy if we're needing to change tires for whatever reason. We have a 15mm pedal spanner. This will fit majority of pedals on the market. We also have a 6, 8 and 10mm spanner end as well. So for some of you guys out there running brakes, those will really come in handy for you. We have a 3/8 inch socket extension on the side. We'll come back to that one in a second. Now, opening the tool, we've got a screwed in bottom piece, which helps hold everything together. But this one also doubles as a spoke key. So they've gone a little bit more in depth. They have 3 different size spoke keys there, so it should cover you for most nipple sizes depending on what you're running. Going into the tool, we have 3 Allen keys. So we've got a 5, a 6 and an 8. Again, this is going to be more enough for most bikes. A lot of seat clamps are either going to be a 5 and a 6, so that's why we got these two. 6mm will also do your stem, both top plate and the back of it, as well as some cranks if you're running pinch bolts, and then the 8mm will do the rest, whether it's spindle bolts or hub bolts, depending on what you're running. Next, we have a 17mm socket. This is a recurring theme with most of them, as most wheels will use either a 17mm male axle or a 17mm female bolt. So this is going to get you out of trouble. You do have an extension to help with pegs. Definitely going to fit 4 inches. Probably going to struggle once you get into that 4 3/4 to 5 inch peg. May need to pick up a different extension from your hardware store, but being 3/8, you can pick them up from anywhere. Like if you're in Australia, a Bunnings will have it. Simply to put it back, it's just going to be socket goes in that way, extension in the top, slide it in. Allen keys, it's not really going to matter which way you put them in, but I'm just going to put them back the way they came out. So we go 5mm, 6mm, 8mm. Top of your tool goes back on, and it's going to fit nicely in your bag, whether it's your day bag that you're taking out riding with you, or if it's your bike bag that you're traveling with. Nice and compact, and they do offer an extension piece for this one. I don't have it in at the moment, but you can check that one out on the website. As always, if you have any questions about any of the tools you've seen today or anything listed on the website, please feel free to shoot us an email or get in touch with us via the socials. Always happy to answer your questions, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.